There's a place I want to check out first. A door. It's got something good behind it. Or I might have banned it. I'm thinking that maybe a savior can get it open. Let's go see what you can do. I'll let you know when we're there. Don't rush inside like a fool. There's nowhere to rest in the ruins if you get hurt. Sure, there are shortcuts back up to the surface, but most are sealed.
Fang's right, you know. I've been able to plot numerous. But every last one seems to be blocked by some mysterious force.
Isn't that what I'm here for? Maybe I can undo those seals, too.
You had better. Why else do you think I let a slacker like you into my prestigious gang of ne'er-do-wells?
Because I use my head. Like noticing that if we open up all those doors, we're inviting the Order to walk right into.
Ugh, and most likely will. Those seculars live just to get in my way, I swear. Annoying little bastards. We'll just... Remember the details of each door. This kind here is what we call a time door. You've got to be careful around these things. It'll open on its own, or close with you inside. All based on the time of day. Even that route that we just came along will be sealed off at a different time of day. You could end up having to take the long way around, or get sealed in the ruins.
I took the liberty of checking the Order's records. Vanille and Fang woke up from their crystal stasis about 13 years ago. It appears they were both being held at the Order's main cathedral in Luxerion. But according to the records, Fang fled the Order shortly after, alone.
Those two were bound by something stronger than family. I can't imagine what would have made Fang leave Vanille behind on her own. Something important, that's for sure.
I'm getting strange readings from within that skeleton statue. If you destroy the statue, you may find treasure, or find yourself knee-deep in skeletons. If you take them on without any sort of plan, you may find yourself in trouble. Proceed carefully. I've been trying to gather what information I can on these ruins, but it's no good. There are no records left from the time they were built. We don't even know who built them, or why, for that matter.
You can't even date them with all your technology?
Chaos has distorted both space and time. We can no longer trust our scientific measurements to be accurate. I thought it might help you find the Clavis if I could find out more about who built these ruins and why, but it looks like that's simply not possible.
It's hard to believe that up until 13 years ago, Vanille and I were stuck in that crystal pillar. It was a long sleep. Well, hell, it's been hundreds of years since the days we fought together, as we'll see. And before we met, I was stuck in another damn crystal. I've been asleep more than 1,000 years of my life. I did the math. Technically, I think that makes me the oldest hag on the planet. Not that I'll ever act my age. Wouldn't be much fun. You see strange devices all over the ruins. Nothing we've done has ever made them work, but why don't you try your savior magic? check it out, will you?
It looks like you've reached your destination. There's an unbelievable source of energy radiating from behind that door.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me twice. I can feel it from here. You think it's the power of the Clavis?
It seems likely. The reason that you can feel anything light is because the Clavis reacts to the Savior.
So, it wants me to come in and say hi. I get it. But this door doesn't seem to agree. It's stuck shut.
Yes, it's protected by a particularly nasty seal. My analyses suggest that the key to undoing this seal is hidden in the murals. There are 3 murals within this ruin which describe the true story of the gods. Only one who has seen them with their own eyes and has understood the truth of the gods will be able to pass through that great gate, the sacred gate, to reach the Holy Clavis.
3 murals, huh? Somehow I don't think a little art appreciation will be all I need to get that Clavis.
Well, the good news is, I know where the murals are. To see them all, you'll have to visit 3 galleries that are located elsewhere in the ruins.
Of course they are.
The gate which protects the Clavis is very heavily sealed. It's almost certain that you won't be able to open it without a special crux designed for such a purpose. Find that crux. Light, are you keeping an eye on your surroundings? That crest marks another seal, but I think you'll be able to break it with your powers. And the crux, of course. Alright, you can't break this seal with brute force. Not surprising. I'd say this is a shortcut out of the ruins. Good to know if you need to get back to the desert fast. Since you went to the trouble of unsealing the door, why don't you follow the path and see exactly where it leads?
I've been surveying the desert all these long years. But I have been completely flummoxed by those cursed tablets.
It looks like someone who might be of some use has finally shown up. I was beginning to think that the world might end before that would happen. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, stranger. I am an exploratory rover bot called Bakti.
What is this? An AI? Why are you here?
Oh, there are so many things I could tell you, and I would love to, but I'm afraid I'm most dreadfully low on fuel. And so I must ask you to consider my most unworthy plea before any explanations can be given.
I think I know what you're gonna say.
Yes, I could tell you are intelligent. It is just as you suspect. I hope that you might assist me in procuring fuel. Of the robot variety.
You expect me to head out into this huge desert and hope I'll strike oil?
Oil? I am a precision instrument. No, I need specific fuel from these locations. Near the sundry shop. In the bandit settlement. Beside the Adamantis skeleton. Somewhere at the base of that lofty and once great lighthouse. Those are the only locations I have detected so far. However, there may be others yet that I am unaware of.
I can have a look. How much do you need?
A worthy question. I think about 3 inertia worth should get me by long enough. I am depending on your assistance. I need that fuel to save my comrades as soon as I possibly can.
There are more of you?
Yes, and I expect my comrades are most eagerly awaiting me. And now you should feel an emotional responsibility to help me, should you not? I'm so glad that we could bond like this.
That is some programming you have.
That's 1. You still need 2 more inertia's worth for Bakti. It seems that robots like that Bakti were used by the bandits to help map out the ruins once. I'm surprised that any of the bots are still functioning.
It certainly looked its age, but it carried on a conversation fine enough. Someone did a good job.
I don't think those kinds of bots came with conversational functions. I guess someone must have tinkered with it.
Another battle?
Nearly reach one of the galleries. You should find a mural of the gods there. Be on guard, though.
A good bandit always is.
Now, I don't want to sound like I'm complaining, but I don't see any kind of mural around here. What's the story?
How disappointing. This is certainly the spot, but it seems that you'll have to activate the mural before we can view it. The device is missing a key component. You need certain ancient artifacts, known as tablets, if you found them.
We already have. You mean the ones from the shrines, right? We picked those up already.
Oh yeah, that's right. And so this is where they were meant to be used.
Saved us some trouble.
All right then, impress me. After all this, these murals better blow me away. Or else I'm gonna have some words for you. We used to have this old rhyme, you know. Come, pity poor Etro, she was left all alone. Her blood pouring forth in chaos to atone. Queen of nothing, goddess of death, so let her be known.
And then Lindsay, in his wisdom, used the blood that flowed from Etro to give birth to the first humans.
Yeah, so we could do his dirty work. Among my people, Lindsay was known as a trickster, never to be trusted. Though, in the end, even our own god was no different. Pulse used us and threw us away all the same.
Yeah, I think we've all learned not to trust the gods.
At least it gave me the chance to meet you all. But then, after hundreds more years in Crystal, we wake up again. And for what? So Vanille can go mad listening to the cries of the dead? The gods want to make us pawns. But Vanille and me, we're done playing their games. It needs to stop.
Vanille and Fang. They once supported Cocoon in their crystal sleep, frozen forever in time. But why did they awake now, at the end of everything? What purpose could God have in doing such a thing? What sort of plan does he have up his sleeve?
That's a piece of a crux, right? What is this? All we get is some rubbish. Really?
It's no rubbish. It's the crux to the sacred gate, or at least one piece of it. All you have to do is gather all the pieces and put them together.
So, 2 more to go, right? 3 seems to be our favorite number. 3 murals, 3 shrines, and now 3 crux pieces.
You've got all the tablets, right? Go around to each of the galleries. You should be able to see all 3 murals now.
Get out of here!
You think you can beat me? I like a challenge.
Of course, we weren't just sleeping away our days in that pillar. Hardly. We could feel what was going on in the world, though it all seemed like some sort of hazy dream. We saw you disappear. We also saw your sister head out on her journey. Eventually, we even got to see the world fall apart. All time stopped. You couldn't imagine how we felt while we just watched as the world slowly crumbled apart, unable to do a damn thing. Like a nightmare you couldn't wake up from.
These ruins are like our backyard. If you're ever lost, just holler. One of us will show you the way.
Stick together and we can do it! Is that all you've got? You can beat me.
up half the world when we were in that pillar. We saved humanity. Not like it's something I can brag about, though. It wasn't heroic at all. It was more like atonement for all we'd done wrong before. No, not even that. There's no amount of atonement that will ever make right all the deaths we caused, all the lives that were destroyed. I know Vanille worries about that too. She wants to make up for it, and she believes with all her heart that she can. But I don't think it's something that you can make up for, or erase. What's done is done, but she won't accept that.
I'd say this is a shortcut out of the ruins. Good to know if you need to get back to the desert fast.